sacrificed yourself for me?
I won't let anything happen to her.
Anna is by far one of the best Disney princesses of all time, but what will happen to her after Frozen 2? We've imagined it all, from marriage to kids to reunions with long-lost family members.
This is so nice. I wish it could be like this all the time.
We were so pleased to see that Anna and Kristoff are still together in the trailers for Frozen 2, so it's pretty safe to assume that these two are going to get their happy ever after. In recent years, Disney hasn't included as many wedding scenes in the princess movies, so it's unlikely we'll get to see Anna and Kristoff get hitched on the big screen, but we're confident they'll tie the knot eventually. Of course, Elsa, Sven, and Olaf would be at their ceremony, but who else would make the guest list? Given that we see Rapunzel and Eugene at Elsa's coronation, we're confident they'd be at Anna's big day. Eagle-eyed fans also spotted Cinderella and Tiana at Elsa's coronation, so we'd like to think that those princesses would be invited too. Speaking of Rapunzel, we believe she'd have a big part to play in Anna's future after Frozen 2. There's a theory that Rapunzel is cousins with Anna and Elsa. It's also thought that Elsa and Anna's parents might have been on their way to Rapunzel and Eugene's wedding when they got shipwrecked. The shipwreck happened 3 years earlier, which is when Tangled was released. Plus, Elsa and Rapunzel both possess unusual powers. So there's plenty of links between the kingdom of Arendelle and the kingdom of Corona, and we think that Anna and Kristoff would spend lots of time with Rapunzel and Eugene. They have similar personalities, so we'd reckon they'd really hit it off and go on lots of double dates. And when each couple has kids, their little ones would play together all the time. We definitely see kids in Anna's future, and at least 2, if not more. After all, she felt so lonely growing up without Elsa's company that it would be unlikely for Anna to have an only child. Talented fans have even pictured what Anna and Kristoff's little kids would look like. They're essentially mini versions of their parents. So adorable. We think they'd be surrounded by herds of reindeer too. In fact, the first Frozen 2 trailer might have also given us a glimpse of Anna and Kristoff's kids. There's speculation that the mystery girl and boy in the leaves are actually this couple's offspring. The girl looks kind of similar to Anna, while the boy with the blonde hair totally reminds us of Kristoff. Could they be their children? Another theory suggests it's actually a flashback to when Anna's mom was a child, and possibly her dad too. There are theories that Queen Iduna and King Agnar are actually still alive and didn't perish in the shipwreck. If that's the case, then we would love Anna's future to involve a reconciliation with her folks. Could Anna and Kristoff also reconcile with his parents? Kristoff believes he's an orphan, but there's a theory that his parents are actually still alive, and that he was taken by the trolls when he was just a kid.
Cuties, I'm gonna keep you.
In Scandinavian folklore, there are stories of trolls taking children, so it's not beyond the realms of possibility. Another theory, put forward by the movie's director Chris Buck, claims that Iduna and Agnar had a son on board the ship. The trio ended up on an island and the boy grew up to be none other than Tarzan. Chris Buck was really just having a bit of fun with that one, connecting different movies inside one Disney universe. But if it really were the case, then that would make Tarzan Anna and Elsa's little brother. So we would definitely want to see Anna meeting up with her long-lost sibling after Frozen 2. We know how important family is to Anna.
You sacrificed yourself for me?
She was willing to sacrifice herself to save her sister. And in the second trailer for Frozen 2, we hear Anna talking about Elsa to Pabby.
I won't let anything happen to her.
So Anna's future would definitely involve being surrounded by her relatives, particularly Elsa. Although Anna might very well leave Arendelle with Kristoff to set up home somewhere else, she would meet up with her big sis on the weekly. We're not given any proof that Elsa gets a partner, but we like to think that she does eventually find someone special to share her life with. Anna and Elsa's kids would be such close cousins. Just imagine if Elsa's child inherited her ice powers. Elsa would handle that situation a lot better than her own parents did.
See? Conceal it.
Don't feel it.
She wouldn't whip out a pair of gloves and tell her child not to feel. She'd teach her little one to control it so that Anna's kids would be safe from harm. We would not want to see a repeat performance of accidental ice strikes with the next generation. On the subject of powers, we're excited to discover whether Anna has any of her own. The magical fire in the Frozen 2 trailers has led to the theory that Anna has fire powers. This would be the perfect counterbalance to Elsa's ice powers. We'd love to see how Anna would use those powers in her future. Perhaps she would help communities that are struggling to make ends meet due to freezing temperatures. So that's a wrap on what happens to Anna after Frozen 2. What do you think will happen to her? Let us know in the comments. Make sure to subscribe to The Things for more videos like this one. And don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up. Thanks for watching. See ya!